Should a woman pay for dates? Me personally, more times than not, I'm gonna get the tab. You know, I like to treat and court my woman. Yo, what's poppin'? It's the young lion man, Sammie, and I'm doing my quarantine and social distancing thing with BT, and I'm answering my fans' questions, so let's get it poppin'. Do you prefer texting or phone calls? I'm a texter first, just because I'm always multitasking and it's easier for me to text and continue to do the other things that I might be doing at that time. But if I really, really want to get deep and indulge and dive in with a woman, a phone call, the old school hearing tones, and the personality comes through more, of course, when it's verbal, because text doesn't have tone. So it's a hill that you have to climb to get me to want to FaceTime or talk verbally. If your gift of voice and writing were taken from you suddenly, what would your next gift talent be? First, we're gonna rebuke that, because I would go crazy if I wasn't able to sing or write music. But worst case scenario, I've always had the gift of gab, so to speak. I'm articulate, I'm able to convey very well with my vernacular. So maybe motivational speaking. Had I gone to college, I'd have been a psychiatrist or a counselor. I have, for some reason, an ability to make people see things from a different perspective. So I think that's a tool. And then I'm a great writer, so I could write books, and I'll always be able to make money that way also. What's one thing you changed completely in your music from the start of your career, and one thing that never changed? One thing that never changed for me is the passion that I have for music and the respect that I have for the craft. I work at it every day, whether it's my songwriting or my vocal ability or arranging songs, learning to stay innovative and evolving with the times. I've been around going on my 21st year in the industry. So, you know, the idiom evolve or evaporate is dear to me. One thing that's changed, of course, is my subject matter. When I was a kid, I talked about things that kids went through. When I was a teenager, I talked about things that I've experienced in high school, and here I am, a 33-year-old man. So in my adult years, I'm talking about those things that from love and infidelity, or the battles of being monogamous and committed every day, or trying to simultaneously have love and success all at once. So, you know, experience itself changes me, and it's changed my music drastically. What is my favorite scripture? Can I explain why it's my favorite scripture, and what does it mean to me personally? 2 Corinthians 4:9, persecuted but not forsaken, cast down but not destroyed. Just lets me know, no matter my shortcomings, no matter how imperfect I am, no matter how many sins I commit in the duration of my time on this earth, God will never forsake me. He will always love me unconditionally and continue to give me the desires of my heart according to his divine plan. So that's my favorite. Should a woman pay for dates? Me personally, more times than not, I'm gonna get the tab. You know, I like to treat and court my woman. I think it's imperative for a man to be able to lead, protect, and to provide. So I don't mind a woman treating me sometimes, but I will always initiate to take care of the bill. But if she wants to treat me, I have a hard time accepting that, just because I'm not accustomed to it. But I think a man should lead the way in that department. At Sincerely Danny, what is something that you want to do that you haven't done yet? There's a few things. I haven't won a Grammy, so from a musical accolade standpoint, I would love, I think Sammie and Grammy, or Grammy Sammie, has a ring to it. And to me, that's like the Super Bowl championship of being a musician, to be acknowledged in such a light amongst so many of your amazing, great peers. Outside of music, I want to start a foundation entitled King Up Foundation, where it's catered to young men who didn't grow up with a father or a male figure to look up to, and kind of be more of a mentor, but through their lives, not just for that duration of time, but from young men all the way to their adulthood. That's something I'm passionate about. Who or what inspired you the most during your most difficult times as an artist? How did you press on to better yourself to be the man you are today? About 11 years ago, I departed from an ex-business partner of mine, and he took everything from me. And it was the most humbling yet darkest days of my life. The way that I kind of rebounded from it was just getting spiritually intact with my maker, my Abba, my Elohim, God. My prayer life intensified, and I just remained firm in my unwavering faith and kept using the gift that he bestowed upon me, and slowly but surely, step by step, one day at a time. It's a turtle race, of course. I was able to get out of it and now I'm flourishing. Yo, thank y'all so much for partaking in this Act Sammie, man, via BT Music. Thank you to BT and the BT family for supporting me through the duration of my career. Make sure y'all get my new album, Such Is Life. It's out June 5th. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. One love.